Afternoon, this is call number 2009-28965 in the interest of Daquan and Deontay Jones. Please identify yourself for the record.
Andrea Eoff.
Court will note that the custodial parent, Patrina Bradley, is not present. She was personally served on May 16th, 2022 at 11:37 a.m. and she has not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct, Ms. Eoff?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Court will also note that the non-custodial parent, Elmo Jones, is not present. He was personally served on May 24th, 2022 at 7:53 a.m. at, it doesn't say where, but anyway, he was personally served. And he's not made an appearance or filed an answer. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Your Honor. As we begin, we'd like to ask that the court take judicial notice of the prior order in this case. It was signed on September 26th, 2018, and it ordered Mr. Jones to pay $370 a month in child support and $75 a month in medical support.
So noted.
And would also like to ask that you admit into evidence what's been marked as State's Exhibit A. It's the updated payment record for this case. It shows an arrearage in child support of $18,929.20 as of August 31st, and a medical support arrearage of $11,423.48 as of August 31st of 2022.
All right, State's Exhibit A, financial activity report is admitted.
Thank you. We'd also like to ask that you admit into evidence what's been marked as State's Exhibit B. It's proof of incarceration for Mr. Jones with TDCJ and shows that he'll be incarcerated through February 6th of 2023.
All right, State's Exhibit B is admitted.
Thank you. Your Honor, the state would like to request that you confirm child support arrears for Mr. Jones in the amount of $18,929.20 as of August 31st, 2022. It's highlighted on page 5 of the payment record, as well as make a judgment for medical support arrears in the amount of $11,423.48 as of August 31st, 2022.
Okay.
And you would also like to ask that you modify child support to $0 beginning October 1st, 2022, and modify medical support to $0 as of October 1st, 2022, due to the obligor's incarceration for a period of longer than 90 days.
Anything further?
One last thing, Your Honor. To our knowledge, neither party is able to provide private health insurance for these children, so we'd like to ask that you order the custodial parent to continue providing government medical assistance.
All right, you rest?
We rest. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will approve the order as submitted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, you need to wait a minute. We're trying to get everything together here.
Yes, sir.
Are you Cynthia Andarelli?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We're waiting for the order.
Okay. Let's see what's going on.
In the meantime, we'll start. This is cause number 2016-11328 in the interest of Emma Grace Enderly. Please raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, I do.
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and your relationship to the child.
My name is Cynthia Enderly, and I am the mother of Emma Enderly.
All right, and represent the state of Texas Attorney General's office.
Luis Regla.
And court will note that the non-custodial parent is Bryce Enderly. He's not present. He was personally served on April 23rd, 2022 at 1:40 p.m. at 1307 Coyote Lane in Baytown, Harris County, Texas. And he's not filed an answer or made an appearance. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, we'll proceed by default.
Thank you, Judge. And the pay record in this case, Judge, I asked that it be admitted as well. I think that should have printed. And I resent the order to printer 1253. So that
Okay,
should.
we got.
Sorry, Judge.
All right, Miss Enderly, have you had an opportunity to look at this pay record?
Yes, I have.
Okay, do you have any objections of me admitting it into evidence?
I do have an objection. I know that the person I was speaking to earlier told me that since Bryce is not present and they don't have any recent tax stubs on what he earns, they have to base this child support order on minimum wage. But I know that he is self-employed. I know that he makes.
Okay, right now we're
I
just
can't
talking
prove
about
it.
the financial activity record. Do you have any
Okay.
objections of that being admitted into evidence?
No, I don't. Sorry.
All right, State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. I'll call the mother as a witness.
All right.
Remember the last time there was a court order done, you and the father used to live together as a family. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Back in 2016.
Okay, so that child support order had set child support at 0. However, he was ordered to pay $90 a month beginning March 1st, 2016 for Medicaid, cash medical support. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now you no longer live together. Is that right?
No, we haven't lived together since 2019.
Okay, and there has been previous domestic violence in the past that he committed against you. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
If he were to know your address and your phone number and going forward through this court order, do you believe you'd be at further risk of future domestic violence threats, harassment, and abuse by this man?
Yes, I do.
So are you asking your information to be kept confidential from him?
Yes.
All right,
What type of violence, ma'am, has occurred previously?
Physical violence.
Well, give me an example.
Um,
When
it-
and what happened?
I testified in court against him during my divorce. He actually broke my pinky finger. Christmas. I can't remember the exact year. I'm sorry because I had a stroke back in 2019, so my memory is not great. But I believe it was Christmas of 2016. He or 17. He broke my finger, my pinky finger.
All right, if he knew where you lived, or if you move and he finds out where you live, is he likely to cause you or the child any harm or injury?
I don't think he would harm his daughter. I don't want to believe he would, but
You, ma'am.
I definitely afraid of me.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Regla.
Thank you, Judge. Apart from the one child that you and Mr. Enderly have together, he has at least two other children that are minors that are his living in his home. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, now what proof today do we have of this man's income?
Can you repeat that, please?
What proof do we have today of this man's income?
Of his income, I have no proof.
Do you have any idea what he does for a living?
Yes, I know that he has a business and he claims to do remodeling and home services.
How do you know that?
Because he has spoke to me about it. He has business cards and has given me a business card in the past.
How long ago did he do that?
That was about 6 months ago.
So today we have nothing to actually show what kind of gross income he would have. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. I have no concrete evidence of what he makes.
What kind of insurance does your child have?
She has children's Medicaid.
So going forward with the state, you agree that the court should order this man to pay at least $38 a month beginning October 1st, 2022 in cash medical support towards Medicaid.
Yes.
Did you say earlier that you disagree with this man being ordered to pay you child support based on minimum wage?
Yes.
We actually don't have any proof of his income otherwise. Is that correct?
Yes, unfortunately, I don't have any proof.
Okay, whereas the state is asking for current child support based on guideline minimum wage would be $177 beginning October 1st, 2022. You disagree with that?
I do disagree. Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand, ma'am, that we don't know what he makes, so we have to go by minimum wage? I can't just pull a number out of the sky and say, okay, I think he makes this much, so we're going to make him pay this much. I can't do that. We have no proof of what he makes, so we have to base it on minimum wage. Do you understand that?
I do understand that. I'm sorry. It's just that last year I was divorced and I saw a different judge, and he ordered a different amount. And so that's why I was disagreeing.
Well, I would assume that there was some proof of his income back then.
Judge, and I can clarify that. Ma'am, you started a divorce, but it got dismissed, correct?
Yes, it did. It did get dismissed the first time because my lawyer did not submit the correct paperwork, I believe. But then she resubmitted, and I am now officially divorced.
Ma'am, the final divorce decree was never granted, however. Did you know that?
I did not know that. No, I was under the impression I saw the judge for the last time, and he spoke to me about granting the divorce.
Judge, I'll pass the witness.
Okay.
I have nothing further,
Hold
Judge.
on. That's child support. Okay, I don't have any record of a divorce in my file, Miss Enderly, so I don't know what, why not? But there is no record, no divorce signed by a judge. As far as I can see, you're still married.
Wow, that is unfortunate because I had to go through this twice. I was under the impression that the second time was final.
Well, there's no decree in the record as far as I can see. Do you have a copy of a decree?
I did not, no, sir.
All right. Your attorney didn't supply you with a copy of a decree that was signed?
No, she did not.
Well, I don't believe she went forward with it then. All right, the court will approve the order submitted. The parties